So you know you're an EFJ and you love helping people, you love supporting them, meeting their needs, right? Somebody's struggling with something, you want to proactively go over there and help them out, and then, introduce them to somebody else that could help too. And it's really concerning yourself with the needs of other people and supporting them in whatever ways you can. But when you do that so much and you don't get the recognition that you need, or you just can't do it anymore, you're actually drained because you've given all yourself, all your energy to other people, well, then you start to flip that switch a little bit. And you probably know this, I'm sure. You can get a little uncharacteristically nitpicky, hypercritical of people, and you start seeing people as stupid, which is not where you normally are. And that's not where we need you to be. As a world, as a society, we need you doing your skills the best way that you can, right? Supporting people, bringing them together, unifying them, healing them. Okay, so this video is going to give you a couple tips to get back into that proper state and reduce some of that stress. And before that, though, we're going to talk a little bit about the parts, the cognitive functions, okay? What's up, team? It's Sherman here from Geek Psychology. This video is for the FJs, the ones who use extroverted feeling, especially EFJs. If you're an IFJ, this is going to help too, but it's not going to be as much of a struggle as it is for the EFJs. Okay, this is because of the positions within the cognitive function stack, which we'll talk a little bit about right now. So extroverted feeling is feeling. It's a decision-making process as opposed to thinking, and it's using people as the ballast to make the decisions. You're checking with the evaluative harmony of the situation. How do people feel about this? And how do we use that to make a cohesive, unified decision? This is why I call it the unifying healer, because it's bringing people together and it's making sure that everybody's feeling good and topped off in the situation. Everybody's good. Right? Everybody's working together. If everybody's working together, then you have a system that is going to be extremely powerful. Right? If you have the collective, everybody working together, that is a strong system. And it's extroverted, so it's checking in the outer world, right? And so it's actually dealing with other people and seeing, how do I get them to work together? How do I mend these wounds here? How do I bridge the gaps and get these people working together? And a lot of times that comes through you proactively going up there and doing things, right? Serving people in the highest definition of that word. Okay, I have a lot of respect for EFJs. I know many. I have several in my family. And although we kind of butt heads every once in a while, because I'm an introverted feeler, we have a different approach and we're a little too close to not fight and not bump heads. But I love it. The amount of love and energy that EFJs have put into helping me feel better and helping the family feel good about themselves is just amazing. But as I was saying at the start of this video, you do it too much, you're going to get exhausted. Like, anybody is going to get exhausted when you use that skill so often, right? You need a little downtime. Even you need a little downtime. And so when you try to do extroverted feeling things and it's maybe not right for the situation, so you're trying to do it, and it doesn't work, and then your psyche just flips the switch and says, we'll do the other thing. We'll go to the polar opposite, introverted thinking. These two are connected here, right? This is about, what do we feel is appropriate and what do I think is correct? And so when you go to that introverted thinking, that's analytical, adept, that really intelligent, science-y kind of voice within you, it often points out the flaws in other people, in their arguments, in their logic, in what they're thinking. based on what you know to be true. And sometimes you might not have been as rigorous in your understanding of the process behind how things are working, because it's the inferior function, it's the aspirational function. There's this need to grow it because you have some insecurities around it. And I'm not picking on you. For me too, for everybody. We all have these feelings if you really look at them. Okay, we all have these negative aspects tied to and bound around our inferior function. But when you do that, that's not who you want to be. That's not who we need you to be, right? That's when the EFJs in my life start poking at holes in me, right? Not like literal holes, but when people in my life, the EFJs, start poking holes in my arguments or attacking me, I know they're just stressed out. Right? They need some time to chill, to get into their analytical mind. And so I'm going to give you a couple different tips right now to help you do that. So the first thing that you can do is a daily quest here. This is something that you should do very often, and I have an EFJ friend who does it quite often as well, and he shares it with other people. So this is looking up words and definitions. I know that sounds kind of weird. Actually, it might be something that you like to do anyway. But looking up the meanings and getting like really defined and precise about that word and that definition. And then trying to categorize them into different aspects. Like, these are the words from this heritage and this is the etymology behind this word. Like these, the origins from this. Finding those things out and really categorizing it within your mind and on paper or whatever way you need to do it is going to be a way that just gives enough attention to introverted thinking throughout the day, that it doesn't pop out, it doesn't get critical, it doesn't start attacking other people and yourself too. Right? This is the part of you that gets really critical on yourself too. Because it's seeing, well, I'm not smart enough. I'm this, I'm this. I'm not helping people enough. I'm not successful enough. And that's not good. And the other suggestion here is for when things are really heated up and you're caught in that moment, you do need to take some time, right? You need to get away. You need to go do introverted things, right? Because that's how you're going to connect with your inferior function, introverted thinking. You need to go let the scientist out and let the little dude play around and stuff. So what you should do is to go into who you are. Like, decide what is important to you. This is something that you might have put off for a while too. Like, what is really important to you? And then write it in paragraphs, in sentences, write as much as you can, and start purging it and refining it and making it really concise. Really clear, simple sentences that are using the exact wording that you need to express the things that are important in your life. And then after you do that for 20 minutes, if you can, go back into the situation. You'll feel recharged and you'll be able to live more on purpose and supporting and helping other people. One last little bonus tip here. The key behind introverted thinking, the key behind this analytical adept, is to understand the underlying process going on with a thing, with a system. How does this thing work, right? Know what's going on behind the machinery, okay? And so in order to do that, it's important to take the time to understand it. Take it apart. This could be theoretically, or this could be an actual thing, like a radio or something like that. Take it apart, play with it, understand how all these little pieces work together, like how the system is functioning together. And also you could do it with like strategy games, with on a simpler scale, with like a word puzzle, an actual puzzle, Sudoku, anything that lets you separate your feelings or the opinions of other people and all the stress of what's going on around you, with separating that with what you actually know to be true and understanding the technical side of things. Okay? So yeah, find ways to take apart the machines, take apart theories, ideas, words, etymologies, and that'll get you right back into who you need to be to help the world. Okay, so please let me know down below in the comments, what have you done that has helped you when you get stressed out? Do you have any like proactive daily quests that you do? Also, what has helped you from this video? Please don't keep this a secret, okay? Share it with the people that you know it'll help, and that's how we can build a stronger world together and stronger community. Okay? Keep up the lifelong questing. Good luck, have fun.